What is the craziest encounter of rich kid syndrome that you have experienced? I lived with 5 guys, and I was the only one whose parents weren't millionaires, not close at all. They never cleaned. About once a month I would deep clean the house, but 2 days later there was garbage and food on the floor. I found out they all told their parents the poor kid made all the messes when one of their moms came by to scream at me. Please finish your story. Tell me that you proved it was their fault. I almost jumped off the couch at her, but the person to my side held me back. The guy whose mom it was took her outside and said don't come over here to yell at my roommate. I was in disbelief of the whole event. My college roommate's mom gave him fucking $1,400 for the weekend just randomly. He blew through the whole thing by Saturday, asked his mom for more money, and was screaming at her because she promised $1,400 for the weekend, and he spent most of what she gave him on Friday, which isn't a part of the weekend. Knew a trust fund girl whose dad gave her the money to start a company. She lost it when she went on vacation for 6 months and forgot she was supposed to pay her employees all the time. She assumed they would not get paid for 6 months and be there when she got back. I quizzed her on this for a few minimum, and it was clear she had no idea what a job was. I hope they sued her for whatever missing pay they were owed before they quit. Girl at work told me she hated her dad. I asked why. She said he keeps asking for money since she used his credit card for a Euro trip and left him an 80 grand bill from last year. 80 grand credit card bill for a vacation. Holy fuck. Edit. I can see how bad it still seems like you have to try to unless your trip is really long. Although I don't know what I would expect from someone whose dad has a $80k plus credit card limit. That's levels of fuck you money I've never put thought into. Must have been a good Euro trip. First day as a librarian in a private school. Help a 7-year-old with the printer. He offers to tip me. When I was in college, a friend that was heavy in the frat life told me about a freshman that got kicked out for having a servant flown to town to do the hazing chores he was supposed to do. One time a college dorm mate next door was stressing his dad hadn't yet given him money for the month and $1,000 wasn't going to last him for the week. Meanwhile I'm having to donate plasma to afford my next meal. Life just be like that. Bruh, I try to live off less than $1,000 a month. A Saudi guy in the UK got in a crash with light damage to one side of brand new Mercedes. He called for one of his assistants to come get him, even though the car was fully drivable. My friend rolled up on call with his tow truck and asked the guy where he wanted the Merc towed. The guy gave him the keys and said keep it, I don't want it. Damn, I need to befriend some Saudi princes. A girl in my school was surprised by her parents in the school's parking lot with a new BMW. A freaking BMW. Everyone who is out is basically watching this go down, and she starts crying. At first we are all thinking it's because she's so happy, but then she runs back into the school. Apparently they were supposed to show up earlier, I'm assuming when there would be more students to witness the surprise. I felt bad for the dad because he looked totally embarrassed and sad about it. You know, in his head he's like, I created this monster. I knew someone who goes out of the country just to have a haircut. Ex-girlfriend's friend said to me, can you believe there are people who have never been on a private jet? UHH. Yeah, I'm one of them. When I was in 6th grade, this kid would talk about how his computer is $10,000, yet whenever I beat him in a game he would say he's having FPS lag. He would bet money that he would win then refuse to pay it because of unfair lag. A kid from my school was driving drunk and killed his 2 passengers. He got no jail time, no probation. His parents bought him out of it and he was still able to have his license. He was 14. Edit. For confusion. He didn't have a license at the time of the accident, he had a permit, but with that happening, they still allowed him a license later on. Watch our other videos and subscribe cause you're not a scrub.
you.